Hey there, so today I'm going to show you how to save massive amounts of time when you are uploading either new keywords or new campaigns into a Google Ads account, or even uploading a big round of search advertisements or responsive search advertisements. I teach a lot of search marketers, and this is definitely one of the major benefits that a lot of students do find when working with me, that you don't have to manually upload keywords and advertisements, right? There are formulas, or rather Excel documents, that we can use to strategically place our keywords and then use Google Adwords Editor to easily upload all of these keywords and ads in a few seconds. So let's jump straight into it for today. So I'm going to include this master document in the link below for you to be able to easily grab. So go ahead and click the link below if you want to grab this ad copy formula, keyword upload, and advertisement upload, so you can easily upload all of your data straight into Google Adwords Editor. It's going to be very low cost, so you can easily grab it right now. So the first tab is going to be ad copy formula, and this is really something that I've just created throughout the years to really give clients an idea of what the advertisements are going to look like. I know, like, when you are preparing your campaigns in an Excel document, it's not very pretty. So a lot of times clients will get lost and they won't really know like what they're looking at, or rather what they need to approve. So this is sort of like a quick way to show the client sort of what the advertisements, or rather sample combinations of what the potential advertisements could look like. So in this example, I'm just using, I'm using the Great Barrier Reef foundation as an example in this video. So the keyword here is reef facts, and I've just go ahead and crafted 5 headlines here, and just went ahead and updated all of the ad text in there. And in the description lines, I've added 4 here and went ahead and updated the text here, right? So we want to make sure that the headlines are always under 30 characters, description lines are always under 90. That is not flexible. So if you are over 90 or 30, your uploads will not take. So use extra precaution to make sure you remain within the character limits. And then the path 1 and path 2, right? These need to be under 15. So basically this formula here is just giving some potential combinations using the headlines and description lines that I've created in the left here. So I'm saying that this is a generic responsive search advertisement, and then for the client, I also created a brand responsive search advertisement to really give them an idea of what the brand ads are going to look like. And I have found that a lot of nonprofits especially really love this, because they're able to sort of play around with it. When they're crafting their own advertisements, they can sort of, enter a few things here and then take a look at the test combinations and then see, okay, do these headlines make sense together? Do these descriptions make sense together? It's sort of a really good teaching tool to be able to see what's going to go together and what's going to look a bit wonky. So that is going to be in tab 1 for you to go ahead and use as you'd like. And then let's jump into the keyword upload. So in the keyword upload, I'll go ahead and put, I will highlight these columns in green, because basically these are the requirements in order to upload all of your keywords into Google Adwords Editor. So you need the campaign name, the ad group name, the keyword itself, and then the match type. Now, I generally like to include the landing page for my own reference. However, you generally will upload the landing page with the advertisement. So keep in mind that you will not be uploading the landing page with the keyword itself, unless you have a particular reason to be doing so. Match type always needs to be exact, broad, or phrase. Okay, so if you want to change it, of course, to like broad, it's just going to be like that, and then phrase is like that. So you don't want to put broad match, you don't want to include that, you don't want to include like any quotes around it. I don't know what you would be doing, but go ahead and just pick, the keyword should just be as is, no special characters, no nothing, and then the match type needs to be exact, phrase, or broad. No special characters, no nothing. Okay, so this is really important when setting up your document to import. It's really important that you pay special attention to the details, because they will make your import a success or a failure. So let's have a success today. And now Google Adwords Editor, I will include the link below for the actual program. That you can download. It's free and you can use it as much as you'd like. Really the only requirement is that you have a Google Ads account. So I'll go ahead and click on Google Adwords Editor to sort of show you what it looks like. Now when you do download this for the first time, you'll generally be presented with an account screen. And if you're not, in the top left, you want to, or let's just say, I'll just close this. In the top left under account, you want to hit open if for some reason you're given a different screen. Now you'll want to add, and then generally it's easier to open the browser to sign in. So you go ahead and click to open the browser to sign in. You'll sign into your correct Google Ads account, and then it will generally spit out all of your accounts back onto Google AdWords Editor. Now, Google AdWords Editor is taking all of the accounts and basically housing it offline for you to work on them. So you do not necessarily need an internet connection to utilize Google AdWords Editor to make the changes. However, of course, you will need an internet connection once you post all the changes. I don't know if that would ever be good for anyone because we all have internet pretty readily available, I guess. I don't know if you're on a plane maybe. So in this example, I'm going to go with my own account, Nicole Vanderwall. So I'll go ahead and check the box next to it, and then we'll just hit download. I'll just hit all campaigns and hit OK. Now you can schedule downloads and have it, run once a week so that you don't have to manually download the accounts. In my example, really, I just upload keywords and ads every so often. There's not necessarily a schedule. So I think it's generally just easier to just come in and click the one you want to download. And then as you can see on the screen, it's not taking long at all, just a few seconds. Depending on how big the ad account is. So if it's a really small ad account, one campaign, it'll pop open pretty quickly. Mine's a little bit bigger, so that's why it just took a little bit of time. So now this is our entire account basically offline. And it is not very visual editor, so apologies ahead of time if you're a very visual learner like myself. It will take a little getting used to. One thing I will tell you is that there's a lot of extra crap in Google AdWords Editor that you're never going to use, so don't worry about trying to understand all of the different sections. Really, the only sections we're going to be using is keywords and ads. So as long as you can find those, you'll be sweet. So in order to make changes, we'll just hit done so that nothing is highlighted. Okay. And then we're going to go back into the Excel document, and we're going to go ahead and just copy all of the required columns and just hit Command C. And then in the AdWords editor here, we want to make sure in the top left that we're at the account level. In the bottom left, we want to click into Keywords and Targeting, Keywords. We want to make sure it highlights in blue. And then in the middle column, we want to go Make Multiple Changes, and then just Command V or paste from clipboard. Double check the columns look right. So we have campaign, ad group, keyword, and criterion type, which is match type. So Google just likes to call it criterion type to confuse us, but that will be match type. Everything looks beautiful to me, so I will hit process. All right, and now it's told us that we've created one new campaign, 28 ad groups, and 28 keywords. So that does sound about right. Again, double check. I'll just go ahead and select all these. 28, so that's correct. So now we want to finish and review changes. And we can see that the new campaign is highlighted in blue. However, we can't make any changes until it's basically not highlighted. So in order to do that, we'll just quickly hit keep. And now we can see that these are all of our new keywords and ad groups, and our new campaign have been imported. So because we imported a new campaign, there is an error because we haven't specified campaign settings. So a quick way to fix up the errors is to go ahead and navigate to just follow the error. So in the top left, I've clicked on the campaign where the error is. In the bottom left, it's telling us it's in the campaign column. So really, it's just easy to follow the errors. And then it's going to tell us quite a bit of error messages here, but basically it's telling us that we haven't specified a budget for the new campaign. So I'm just going to go ahead and put $25 for this. And then now do take care that you update all of the settings that you'd like for this campaign as well. So specifically the bid strategy you want to update. So I'm just going to be starting out with this one. So I'm going to do manual CPC, disabled, hit OK. And then, so a campaign that's just starting out, you generally want to go with like manual CPC or max clicks, or if you do have conversions, a lot of history of conversions in your account, you can jump straight into an automated bid strategy utilizing maximize conversions, target ROAS, etc. So campaign type, that's search. I leave that as is. Include search partners, I generally disable at first, and include display network, I disable that as well. So we don't want to be running display select. Display needs to be in a separate campaign. So that's really all I change in the settings. The last thing that you might need to do, take note of, is the location targeting. So Google Ads generally will like default to United States. So of course, if you are targeting another country or area, hit the pencil icon, and then that will basically bring you to where you can change the location. So if you want to change the location, you just hit the pencil icon here, and then quickly write the location, hit OK, and then that's it. So I know I went really slow through this process, but as you can see, like if you do have a massive amount of keywords, it could really just take a few seconds to upload, hundreds of keywords into an account using Google Adwords Editor. So the last thing that we need to do on this is go ahead and hit post in the top right. So post just means it's going to send all of the new data to the account online. So again, make sure you're not just in selected campaigns, make sure that you choose all campaigns, and then double check the details, 1 campaign, 28 ad groups, 28 keywords, 1 location, all looks right, and then we'll just hit post. Okay. So at times when you do post, sometimes you'll see errors. So if you do, just go ahead and follow the error sign and you'll be able to see exactly where the errors are. All right, so that is a quick way how to upload all of your keywords using Google Adwords Editor. And now in the same video, I'm going to quickly jump into how to upload all of your advertisements using Google Adwords Editor. So we need to write 1 advertisement per ad group at least. So some people do like to write 2 responsive search ads per ad group. In this example, I'm just going to show you as if we're going to be writing 1. So a quick way to do that, so there, obviously all of these ad groups are unique, but in most scenarios you would have maybe like 2 ad groups or something like this, right? So you would need to write 2 different advertisements, right? 1 for this ad group, facts about the Very Reef, and then 1 for this ad group, Coral Reefs Ecosystem. Okay, so I'm just going to remove that. So in this scenario, since there are 28 unique ad groups, we would need to write 28 unique ads. So I'm just going to copy the campaigns and ad group, go into the advertisements upload, which is the 3rd tab, and then paste them directly in. Okay. So now the other thing that we need to paste from the keyword upload is of course the landing page. So we'll copy the landing page, we'll slide all the way over to the final URL, and then paste all of those in there. Okay. So now we have the final URL, campaign and ad group, and we just need to fill in the middle bits. So responsive search ad, they're all going to be responsive search ads. So just grab C2 and pull it all the way down. Simple. And then I'm going to go ahead and chat you through all of the columns. So headlines, in this document, it looks like there are 5 separate headlines. I might add a bit more in here just because there are so many more headline opportunities, or really a number of headlines with RSAs. And then the column after headline is going to be the length column. So this is just using the equals LEN formula to judge how long it is. So we have test, and that's 9 characters. So we want to make sure that that stays under 30 at all times. That's non-negotiable. Okay? And then same thing for headline 2. You just want to go ahead and grab all of those length formulas, pull them all the way down, depending on how big your document is. And then that's it. Okay. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of the headlines from my other tab here to just sort of give you an idea of what this is going to look like. So read the refacts. Okay, and then the last one here. So we can see that all of these are under 30 characters, so we are all good to go. All right, and then of course you can like pull these out a little bit longer if you want to make it a little bit nicer, or however you prefer to view your columns. And now moving straight along, we're straight into the description lines. So we have description line 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing with the length. So description lines need to always be under 90. So make sure that you pull these down all the way as well. I'm not going to do all of these just for the sake of time, but you get the idea. And then I'm going to go ahead and paste some of these description lines over from my other document as well, just for the sake of time. I'm not really going to go into writing ad copy in this video. So we have one more. Okay. And now all of these are under 90 as well, right? So we have 87, 88, 84, 78, so we're all good to go. And then path 1 and 2, so that's going to be wreath facts. And these are both under 15, they're 5 and 4. So really don't need to worry about anything there. And of course we have the final URL. All right, so let's just pretend that you created all of your separate advertisements in this document. So something to keep in mind is that one row is one advertisement. Okay, so if we look at this row number 2, this is going to be the exact advertisement that's in this example here. So it's going to look, these are some sample combinations, but this is basically exactly what it's going to look like. Okay, so if you're having a little bit of trouble reading the ad horizontally, feel free to go ahead and add in some columns into here, or add the ad text directly in here to see what it's going to look like. It is a little bit tricky at first. All right, so now we've got all of our ads written. Let's go ahead and import into Editor. So I'm going to select all the data. In this case, it's only one row because we've only written one ad. In your case, hopefully it would be select all of the data. Again, a really quick way to do that is Control A or Command A. That just selects all the data. So I'll just hit Command C to copy, go back into Google Ads Editor at the account level in the top left, and then we want to be at the ad level in the bottom left, and then responsive search ads. Okay, so make sure it's lit up as blue or blue highlighted, and then we'll make multiple changes again, exact same, Command V or paste from your clipboard. Now just give a double check on the column headings. So we have campaign, ad group, ad type, headline 1. None of the columns, the length columns will import, so those should all read not importing. They will likely, Google will be smart enough to know that we won't be importing those. Okay, so we have headline 2, headline 3, headline 4. Looks good so far. Headline 5, description 1, description 2, description 3, description 4, path 1, ends path 2, and then final URL. So generally you won't have to change any of these columns if you've labeled them correctly. Everything should, it really should just recognize all of your columns. So that looks right. We'll hit process, and now hopefully it's going to tell us that we've uploaded one responsive search ad. Finish and review changes, and then we want to hit keep, and then we can click into this campaign, and we can see that we have one advertisement in this campaign, right? So the one that we just uploaded. So the headlines are all here, description lines, and then your final URL. So you won't have to make any changes whatsoever when you upload. You'll just want to hit post in the top right. Make sure you're on all campaigns. And again, I didn't actually hit post when we did the keywords, so let's just double check: one campaign, 28 ad groups, 28 keywords, one location, and one responsive search ad. So that's beautiful. Then you'll go ahead and hit post to send all of that new campaigns, keywords, and that one advertisement that we wrote straight to the platform. So that was a very quick way to upload a boatload of keywords and advertisements directly into Google Adwords Editor, which is a free tool, so that you can quickly build accounts or do new keyword research or whatever that may be. This should save you loads of time versus you just building the campaigns directly in the platform manually. So take a look around Google Adwords Editor, get comfortable with it. You're going to be using it a lot. I generally use it, if not every day, every couple of days. And let me know any questions down in the comments. I'll also leave this Excel document directly below this video so that you can grab that, and you'll have all of these formulas and everything to utilize for yourself as well. All right, go ahead and smash the subscribe button if you like this video and you want to see more like it. Chat soon.